What's going on, everyone? Wacky here. Welcome you back for week 3 of EDC. Today we are against Blue, and he has Tapu Koko, Kyurem, Deoxys Defense, Gengar, Zarude, Mega Blastoise, and in the back he had Magnezone, Gligar, which I'm surprised didn't come. What else did he have? I don't remember. Every time I do this, all I can remember is like 2 months. Oh, he had Blaziken. Did he? This must have only been like a 9-month team. I think it was. I don't remember him having many like super low tiers. So yeah. Anyways, we have Pult, Specs Pult with Shadow Ball, Draco, U-Turn, and Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump was really only for the Gligar and the Blaziken, which both didn't come surprisingly, so I didn't really need to click it. Scarf Zapdos with the usual Brave Bird close combat U-turn, and I think Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick was really only there because it's some neutral option that hits Koko. Which I think Koko and the Dene are like the only mons that kind of hard wall Gyarados just by like its stabs. We got bulky Quiver Dance Volcarona with like enough speed to speed creep some of his Scarfers like Gengar. I figured he'd creep his Gengar to outspeed Bolt by like a little bit. So I sped crept a little bit more than the speed creep, I guess. After Quiver Dance with Fiery Dance, Giga Drain, Quiver Dance, and Roost. Then we got Sylveon, who is especially defensive with the Babari Berry, I think it's called, whatever the Steel Berry is called, which is meant to take on like Specs Kyurem Flash Cannon and get a good scout, or in case it was like D-Dance Iron Head. It beat that. And then we got our, with Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, in case his Deoxys threw off Toxics and Thunder Waves. And then we got Mana Buzz, which almost was Starmie. Starmie was the only other mon in this matchup I had considered bringing. We got Layla, the Mana Buzz with, I think, some attack investment actually, with knockoff attack investment to ensure knockoff killed Gengar. U-turn Roost Defog, and then we got our Mega Steelix coming out finally, with the Gyro Ball, Earthquake, I think Ice Fang, and Stuff Rock. And I kind of wish I ran Toxic instead, but anyways, getting into the match, I figured his best leads are probably like Deoxys or like Koko or even Kyurem, and like I don't know, he could lead Kyurem, I don't know, or Zarude, which he could just like turn out. I mean, like, all of his mons other than like Blastoise, Steelix kind of 1v1s in a way. So I decided to lead it, and plus it gives me my Mega Evolution. So I Mega Evolve as he U-turns out. I think I just opted to get up Rocks, or did I just click Earthquake? I just clicked Earthquake. So he gets up a Spike, I get up my Rocks. So I realize he spikes and he's just gonna keep spike stacking, so I figured I'd rather have no spikes on my side and no rocks on his side than having stuff like that on my side. So I U-turn out and I realize he's Helmet, and for some reason I think I forgot. So I opted a Shadow Ball and I get the Spit F drop, so he goes into Zarude. I honestly, here I could have probably just gone into like Mana Buzz and U-turn on the Zarude, back into Pult or something, but this is a really good battle, by the way. Just seeing how well Pult and Mandibuzz work together, so I'm really happy to finally be able to showcase that. So he opts to just U-turn into Deoxys, where I just U-turn. I know I take a little bit of chip, but I don't really think I care too much, as he opts to recover. He actually stays in for some reason and gets up a spike. And I don't know why I went Steelix. I should have just doubled into Sylveon. And at this point, I need to keep Mandibuzz kind of healthy because he still has the Gengar and a Zarude, and Mandibuzz is pretty important for both. So I decided to just kind of wish pass into Mandibuzz, and I can just defog. I think this is when I finally click Knock. Or do I just U-turn? Oh no, I defog. And then this is when I find out that he specs Kyurem as the Flash Cannon. So let me make sure my sound's on. It is. So he actually opts to Flash Cannon. And based off this damage, I can deduce that he's specs. So I decided to wish up. I could have just clicked Hyper Voice, but I also wanted to try to keep Sylveon healthy, because as long as I can keep Sylveon healthy, I can also keep Mandibuzz healthy in a sense. Here I should have maybe went into like Mandibuzz knowing that, and he actually clicks Thunderbolt. I actually thought about going Steelix or staying in with Sylveon. I almost actually ran Hyper Voice too, or Psyshock too. Unfortunately, I didn't. So Mandibuzz gets pretty low here, and I'm not really freaking out because I know I can get Mandibuzz in on Deoxys. I wasn't sure if at that point if Deoxys was even running move to really hit me. So I Hyper Voice, which actually does kind of a lot to Deoxys, so I just decided to Heal Bell. I'd rather have Mandibuzz healed up more than just Sylveon, and plus I remove some of his toxic PP, as I opt to knock off his helmet finally. And I think I U-turned. No, I roosted. As he gets up his spikes, which I can't really do anything about because I really can't keep in Mandibuzz. So I opt to go into Zapdos and click U-turn back out into Mandibuzz. This is like the only point in the battle where I had like 5 turns planned out in front of me. So he's just gonna keep spike stacking. I think he said he wishes he brought Taunt, because spikes ended up being more of just a PP staller, but like, if he was Taunt, I wouldn't have been clicking Defog as much. I wouldn't need to Roost as much, but I guess it would have helped for Sylveon. But I also think if he wasn't Spikes, I could easily just keep going into like Bolt. And I wasn't sure what his last move was either, because it's kept me from going into Volcarona too. So we have those plays again, and I figured out. No, I didn't see how much Gyro did he had. He actually finally shows off he has Psychic, which is nice. I just opt to U-turn again into, I think, Bolt. Is this where he lets... No, he doesn't let it die yet. We have a lot of plays where he kind of doubles around with like Koko, Zarude, and like Kyurem on the Bolt. He finally clicks Acrobatics, which I wasn't expecting because he played Zarude last time like it was Scarf Zarude. So he gets my Zapdos, which was very unfortunate for me, but I honestly don't think I needed Zapdos to win, like, at all. Like, looking at his team, like, Scarf Zapdos, it helped versus Kyurem, and, like, non-Scarf's Zarude, and it pressured Deoxys to come in, and Blastoise, I guess, does something versus it. I don't know, which kind of sucks, but I get in Steelix, and I get a fat Gyro Ball, which doesn't really do as much as I thought. I guess he's running like less speed. I don't know. Gapsa's Psychic. I think he fixed Toxic again, but I decided just to Wish, and then I think I Hyper Voice. Yeah, and I end up critting. Unfortunately for him, but I was pretty happy to keep Sylveon healthy and Manbuzz. So then he Toxic us again, and I have to keep defogging. Unfortunately, he's actually winning the Spike War compared to me defogging, so I have to end up making some aggressive plays at some point, and which I do, and I kill the Deoxys. Apparently, I had a very, very low chance to actually kill it. He asked me if I was modest. I was not modest. I was timid with like some HP investment because Coco, I don't remember. But anyways, he brings in his Kyurem. So he goes into Volcarona. I go into Volcarona. I know he's clicking Freeze Dry. So at this point, I'm like, well, I know he's locked into this. I know he's specs. So I'm going to stay in, Quiver Dance, Giga Drain, get back up to full. I did not know Mega Blastoise got Rock Slide, and apparently this wasn't actually a roll. I 100% lived this unless he like crit. So he goes into Gengar. I opt to Giga Drain, and then I decided to actually see here if he has Scarf rather than saving Volcarona. He's playing Gengar like it was Scarf. And now I think about it, it could have been Expert Belt. I don't actually know what his set is with this. That's like the only one I never really figured out. I didn't really figure out the... Oh no, I do know the Coco's Assault Vest. Which I found out like really early. And I get the boost. At this point, it was looking good for me to just kind of win the game, but I figured I could try to stay healthy on the Zarude, or for the Coco and the Kyurem. And at this point, I kind of just wall Kyurem. I don't know why I didn't Quiver Dance again. I guess I thought Fire Dance would have just killed Coco, and unfortunately, it doesn't. And I get parried, and then I opted to Quiver Dance again because I wasn't sure +1 was gonna outspeed the Mega Blastoise, and it doesn't. So, or it did. So I threw here, so he gets a Thunderbolt off, which crits me, and I lose my Volcarona. And at this point, I'm actually kind of scared, because I don't know if this Blastoise lives a hit from Bolt. So I just finish off the Coco with a Shadow Ball. He could have maybe roosted with Coco, but even then, like, I still have Mega Steelix and Sylveon, which should both hard wall Coco and Mega Blastoise. Like, he could confuse me with Water Pulse, but I'm not really too scared of Mega Toys. So I don't finish it off. It lives on like 1 HP, and then I confuse into Confuse Hit. Unfortunately, again, like I could have 5-0'd here, but I just didn't. So I go into Sylveon, and I decide to finish off Blastoise with Hyper Voice. I don't know if I could have let Mandibuzz get a kill, I suppose, but Yeah, I almost lost the game because Blastoise lives on 1 HP. That would have been hella tragic, and I don't know if it was a roll from Colt to kill the Blastoise. I feel like it kind of was. I feel like it kind of was, because I know, like, Mega Blastoise is tanky, but I don't think it's that tanky. I don't know. I guess it would be a nice health for me to try out soon. But yeah, GG's to Blue. Next week we fight Phage. Hopefully we can beat him and we'll still be undefeated. I'm on a very good run right now, and it's mostly because of Rose Raid, but honestly this whole team is working together pretty well. Even though we've only brought Volcarona and Steelix once. Oh yeah, it was Volcarona's debut battle too, and Steelix. Because these four, Mandibuzz, Sylveon, Colt, Gyarados, they've come to every battle. And it was funny because I almost brought Electros instead of Gyarados because I didn't really think Gyarados was that great. And it really wasn't that great here, but yeah. I will see you guys next week, week 4, when we fight Phage. He's got a really scary wall core as usual, as well as some pretty nasty offense that I really don't want to deal with. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.